This segment brought to you by Kansas Corn. Learn more at kscorn.com.
Good Wednesday morning. I'm Deb Goodrich. Welcome to Around Kansas. Hope you've got your coffee or favorite beverage. Wow, good kickstart for the day. Well, it is May. Can you believe it? As Frankie and I used to say, where does the time go? And this time, during our quarantine weeks, most of those days felt to me like they were 2 or 3 days long. I don't know about you, but it was, I would think about something in the afternoon and I'm like, gosh, when was that? You know, what day was that? And I'm like, that was this morning. So keeping track of time for me is always a difficult proposition, but man, this time it's been even more difficult. Now, in this time of quarantine and economic and health challenges, I want to remind you to support your local businesses. They sure need it, and they are the businesses that support us. As our friends at Mittens shared on Facebook one day, when you're having fundraisers for your schools, who do you go to? You don't go to corporate headquarters in Delaware somewhere. You go to your local bank, you go to your local hardware store, you go to your local grocery store, your local farmers and ranchers. So let's support them when we have a few bucks to spend. And I know it's always tempting to look for the cheapest price, and perhaps it's more convenient sometimes to load up with everything at the big box store. But think about, keeping your friends and neighbors in business, and I think that will pay dividends in the long run. Well, we've talked about how all of our schedules are sort of getting turned around and everything is going to be crammed into the fall, and hopefully fall will be a healthy one and that we can bounce back from all the setbacks of this late winter and early spring. I'm hoping that, as you are, that we can all start to be back to something close to normal in the fall. But there's been a lot of positive things, and the other evening my daughter and I were out on the lawn playing with bubbles with the kids, and I noticed other families were out on their lawns and getting outside with the kids and doing simple things. I can't believe, with all the toys these kids have, how thrilled they were with just those bubbles and just chasing bubbles. And I thought, that is just a sweet reminder of what really matters in these times, and try to give those kids some good memories of these challenging times. We try to do that all the time. We're fortunate here in Oakley that Monument Rocks is so close by, so we can get out and enjoy without getting close to people. In fact, getting close to people is not really a big problem in western Kansas anyway. But it's just so great to spend that time with them. And I'm hoping that when things do get back to normal and our schedules are much busier, that maybe we can remember how great it was just to spend some time together, and especially with the kids, rotten as they are. We'll be right back. Got a great show for you this morning.
In 1821, a trade route was opened from Missouri in the United States across prairies and mountains to Mexico. In 2021, we will mark 200 years of epic conflicts and grand adventures, larger-than-life personalities, and sweeping landscapes. Join us on an historic journey. The Santa Fe Trail lives on.
Find us on social media or santafetrail.org.
Okay, looks like it's time for our tour. Welcome to the Fort Wallace Museum. Here at the museum, you're going to find some really interesting stuff, like our replica stagecoach from the Butterfield Overland Dispatch. We've got facades from the fort buildings. We've got an 1870s flag. There's a plesiosaur that was discovered locally. We've got the Ray pump organ collection. We're a little bitty place with a great big story, and we'd love to have you.